Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. 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 In the midst of all of these sales that have been going on lately from Sephora and all of the individual brands, I actually purchased from Melt their newest release, the Amor y Mariposas collection. I actually did not pick up the whole collection. There were only like 3 things I was interested in, and they bundled one of them, so I picked up the bundle with the eyeshadow palette and the blush palette. And as you have probably seen in some of my videos already, I also picked up the mirror. The mirror is what drew me first because red is my favorite color, and I have always wanted a mirror from Melt Cosmetics. Granted, the mirror is a little bit smaller than I thought it was, but I still like it. I can still see my whole face in the mirror. So I just wanted to come on and kind of play with the collection a little bit and kind of get ready for some other videos that I'm going to be doing today. So this is the Amor y Mariposas palette, eyeshadow palette. And Amor y Mariposas, I'm sure you all have seen other videos on, and it's supposed to be a celebration of those who have passed away. Hence like the butterflies and the hearts, and you have some butterflies that carry over to the back. And this is what the shadows look like. All of the matte shadows actually have butterflies pressed into them, which is pretty. And I think this whole row here is the row that I think that I was going for today. We'll see what happens, but this is the row that kind of drew my eye, or column that kind of drew my eye to work from today. And this is the eyeshadow, the blush palette. It sort of looks like blushes and highlights to me, but it looks like this. Of course, you know this one here is drawing my eye. That's the one that I am going to be using. And they're coming out a little bit lighter on camera for whatever reason. A little bit lighter on camera than they are in real life. Now, I will swatch for you this blush here, which is a more a sort of vibrant pink. When I look at it, it looks like a pastel pink on camera. And then this one here, which looks almost like a setting powder on camera, but it is a blush. Milagritos. Oh my god, I hope I am not absolutely butchering that. I don't know what to think of this one right here. I don't know what it is. I am going to swatch those real quick. I don't know if this is meant to be a blush or if it is meant to be a topper. I can't tell if it has some shimmer. Let me swatch that one first. Yeah, this one is... It has the slightest bit of a shimmer to it. Kind of too light for my skin tone, but really pretty. It would be really pretty on lighter skin tones. Feliz looks like it will work as sort of a subtle highlight. So that is probably how I'm going to use it today. And then you have Vita, which looks like also for me a subtle highlight, but a little bit deeper. Actually, it's not a little bit deeper, it's a little bit pinker, which is right here, than Feliz. Then you have Sonrisa. That is the shade right here. That's sort of looking like a setting powder to me, but we'll see what it swatches like. Okay, I can see this as a good everyday sort of no makeup blush. Then you have Floor, which is that pink one. This one almost to me looks like a candy yum yum pink, and that is it right there. And it is deeper in person. I would definitely wear this one. It is a little deeper in person. And then my favorite one in the palette, Conmigo, is definitely for my deeper skin toned sisters and brothers. Right here, perfect. So those are the blush slash highlights in this palette. This palette also features a butterfly. It is in gold. It is closer to what the outer carton looks like, and I'll show you that in a second. And then it also has the butterfly on the belt and the Melt logo. The outer packaging, which I am absolutely keeping, for both of them look like this. And you have like the gold packaging, but within this here you can see a little bit of I never know what to call it, but it is a little bit sort of reflective with some color in it, so it almost glimmers at you. So really pretty. So we are definitely keeping the outer cartons and just putting the palettes back into them. I have already set my eyes with the Juvia's Place, I forgot the name of it, I Prep, I Prime, I think is the name of it, eyeshadow primer. And we're going to get into this palette. I am going to zoom in just a bit and we will get started. I cannot get any lower in this chair, so we won't be super far away, but you know me, I am going to be using my mirror, so I may block the actual process of what I'm doing, so I apologize in advance. I do that all the time, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so what I want to do first is to put sort of a transition shade down. So I think I'm not going to mensaje. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think that I am going to sort of use this shade here and see how that works. We are just going to use a fluffy crease brush, and this is the BK Beauty 201 brush, and just sort of put that in my crease and see what happens. I am hoping for not a lot of fallout here. Okay. Okay, this is a good transition shade. I can see it on my skin tone. Alright, I am back, and there is, I will say, quite a bit of kick up in the pan, but so far no fallout on my face. Alright, so I am going to grab another brush. This is another BK Beauty brush. This is the 202. I have a bunch of primer on my hand. So this is the BK Beauty 202 brush. I am going to go in with a crease color, and I am going to go in with the shade Abrazos, which is this shade right here, into my crease. I know I said I was going to stick with that column, but I kind of want to ease into it because those shades are a little bit deep. right. So I'm going to go tighter into the crease and hope that this is the right brush. This is the Sonia G Jumbo Blender. So I am going to go into the crease with a deeper shade, Nueva Vida. Does that mean new day? Right here. And these are very pigmented, so I'm going to definitely tap off, and we are going to go just a little tighter into the crease here. Alright, and I am going to grab now another Sonia G. This is the Builder Pro. And we are going to go in with the shade Mesquite, which is my favorite type of shade here. And we are going to put that, of course, on the lid. We will see how well this picks up on this brush. Looks pretty good. This may have some fallout, however. I think that I might want to go in with my finger. This is super soft and pretty. Yeah, it works better on the finger. Actually, as I am looking at this, this is maybe a little bit weird, but I'm going to go in with the shade Sagrado here at the bottom and put that into the inner corner. Using the same Sonia G Builder Pro. Very pretty color. Very pretty color. Alright, and I'm going to take a deeper shade and go out on the outer corners. Tarte brush. This is from one of their Christmas collections, but it's a little bit thicker than a regular shader. And I'm going to go in with the shade Maria, which is right here. I'm going to put that on the outer corner. Ooh, really pigmented. Alright, let's color switch. Ooh, that's kind of staining. Alright, so I am going to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to put my concealer on, and then we will be back to do the lower lash line. Alright, so I am back. For whatever reason, it looks dark in here to me. But I am going to take another BK Beauty brush. This is the BK Beauty 204, and we are going to use this to smudge the shade Guamuchil. Oh gosh, I feel like I just destroyed that. But this shade here on the lower lash line, I did line my waterline with a Laura Geller, one of her kohl pencils, and this is in the shade Rainforest Kohl, one of her Kajal eyeliners, and this is in the shade Rainforest Kohl. So Laura Geller. I feel like the sun went behind the clouds a bit. So I am now going to take that green and go on to the lower lash line. All right, and I think that is pretty much it for the eyes. I'm going to put some mascara on. I am going to finish the rest of my face, and I will be right back. All right, so I am back. I decided not to do too much with the lips, so I just lined them with the Sephora gel lip liner in the shade Molasses, and I used the Tower 28's this is their gloss in the shade Chestnut. So these are a couple of the purchases I picked up from the VIB sale. I used also from Tower 28 the Beach Please Power Hour Cream Blush. And it looks like that. I used the Glowish Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder in the shade Deep Tan, and that looks like that. And I used to set, of course, the Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is the Evolution Powder in the shade number 3 for setting up under my eyes. I pulled out an oldie but goodie for a highlighter, and this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Blush Copper. I believe this was one of her limited edition ones, and it looks like that. So that is it, and this is the look that I came up with the Amor Mariposas palette. Just like Melt's other palettes, I really like the formula of these shadows. These shadows are very pigmented. They are kind of soft, so there is a bit of kick up in the pan, and I do like the way they sort of put the color story together here. So you have your greens here, you have your sort of goldy neutrals here, reds and burgundies here, and you have look like your purple pinks here. You have that little red one right there. But I do like how they put it together. Do I ever follow the patterns in the palette? No, but I do like it. And I messed up. So I did put that cream blush on from Tower 28, but I forgot I had this palette from Melt. So I am going to top that with this shade here, which is Conmigo. I'm going to top that with this shade here, which should be perfectly... Oh, this thing is super pigmented and really pretty. So just use a little bit at a time, and that blends in perfectly. It's not even overpowering my highlight or anything. This is really pretty. So that is going to be my favorite in that palette for sure. So that is it, actually. Really like the formula. I love the blendability of that blush. I love that shade on my skin tone. The formula of the eyeshadows is really, really good. They blend well. The shimmery shadows look like they should probably work a little bit better with your finger, which, I mean, that's the case with a lot of shimmery shadows. They'll work a little bit better and you'll get more color payoff if you apply them with your finger. The mirror is absolutely gorgeous. We won't blind you, but really, really gorgeous. I like the thickness, and I'm in love with this mirror. It's my favorite color. So that is that. And that is the end of this video, you all. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup.